Okay, and so in part, some of this has been like a internationalist ploy to reduce my qualities and my valuation. So all of my intrinsic aptitudes piled up and put into a net worth is like fairly tremendous. It's like really, really high, but this was only assessed in this last year through various militaristic means, and this was done via methodologies that were, they're basically clandestine. And so I never consented to any of this. I've never had a record with the military. I've never had a record with Intel or the police in the sense that I've ever worked for them. I've never done any of these things. Every single thing that I have like tried to manage up until this point has been kind of makeshift, and it's only because I've had several like people attack me over false accusations. I've had people accuse me of like destroying some of their wealth, and I didn't even have anything to do with it. So these are people that like have not shaken my hand in person and talked to me, and they have not really afforded themselves the opportunity to get to know me. So I think that's kind of ridiculous that I was put into a situation like that, but it kind of happened anyways. So these same people, they basically put me into this. They're also trying to like threaten to sterilize me if I do not reproduce with one of their daughters or like a few of their daughters or something. So the story is basically the same. It's still like it's still a problem of who I'm reproducing with, and I think it has everything to do with the rarefied gene qualities that have been announced about me over this past year. Now, I'm going to talk more about like how this links into some of the psychical things that I've experienced throughout my life, but I have basically experienced, I've had a lot of psychic experiences or paranormal experiences or paranormal phenomenon happen, or just paradoxical phenomenon happen. You can name it however you will or say it however you want, but I do have people who are proof from my past that would say these things, and I've talked about these things to them before, and not everyone talks about this. So this is kind of an area that's more taboo, and typically individuals do not want to speak of these things, but I will openly, because I'm not really afraid of an open discussion, and it is not truly scientific to throw something underneath the rug and simply dismiss it, because there's idolatry about. So I have a lot of different things that are of very, very high value. Namely, my intelligence is not normal. So, but I'm not saying this because I'm a braggart or because it's an egoic thing. It is because other people have recognized it in me, and I can see it in myself. And so it is one of the things that I offer as a substantial contribution to the species, that I have the capacity for a very precise and a well-formed opus.